strong jaw and high cheekbones. Oh, those darker-than-sin eyes and lush lashes. His gaze cut her way. "Have you eaten?" She lifted the beer. "Moved on to dessert." No, she wasn't a heavy drinker, but he wouldn't know that. Let him think what he wanted. She didn't care. "New to the area?" he asked. "Just passing through." Somehow she'd make that true. But what if he was a local? In the off chance Slick took the job tomorrow, she'd be in and around the area a lot, meaning she shouldn't complicate things with neighbors. She sipped her beer again, gauging how she'd ask, then settled on, "You work here as a painter?" His mouth curled a little more. "No." "Ah, somewhere else then?" Relieved, she let out a tense breath. "That's good." He started to say something, but asked instead, "Good, because—" Ronnie waved a hand. "I don't want to start anything with the locals." One brow cocked up. Eyes direct, he asked, "But you want to start something with me?" She liked his confidence, the bold way he asked that, and she liked how he held her gaze. Why hedge? It was already getting late and the beer wasn't doing it for her. She dreaded the idea of sleeping alone. That was true for most nights, but as it sometimes happened, tonight was worse. Tonight, memories plagued her. Horrid memories. She always fought them off the best she could, but some nights, like tonight, they wormed their way in. Company, along with extracurricular activity, would make them easier to deal with. So she turned, sliding her knee along the inside of his, and saying with suggestion, "I do. Something that could last the night?" Then she clarified, "Only through the night. What do you think?" His attention roved over her, from her short pale hair and styled disarray, to the front of her sweater, where her less-than-stellar boobs wouldn't impress a single soul, down to her waist, to her legs, to her ankle boots. Those sinful eyes slowly rose back to her face. "There's a hotel a few miles down the road." She knew that because she'd rented a room there. Perfect. Tipping up the beer, she finished it off and started to stand. He grinned. "Mind if I eat first? It's been a long day." Well, hell. Here she was ready to rush out the door and he wanted to eat first? Plopping her behind back on the plastic-covered stool and resting her elbows behind her on the bar, she waited as the steaming sandwich with a side of chips was set before him. "You could get it to go," she suggested. "Eat it on the way, maybe?" For an answer, he picked it up and took a big bite. What a jerk. Did she need a diversion this badly? Her heart ached as she accepted the truth that, sadly, yes, she did. She crossed her legs and swung a foot. "If I have to wait, you damn well better be worth it." Nonchalance personified, he nodded. "I'll do my best." Ronnie sighed out her frustration. She had the feeling his best would be pretty damn good. Jack couldn't remember the last time he'd been this attracted to a woman, or when he'd had so much fun teasing her. The little beauty next to him was all but steaming, and still she wanted him. A real boost to the ego. And he wasn't at his best. He'd gotten a day off at the office, but he'd worked all morning on the yard, done a few roof repairs, and then painted 2 rooms. Hunger had driven him to Freddy's without showering, shaving, or changing into clean clothes first. Not his usual style. Judging by her style, his present state of worked all day on a rehab house suited her. He cast another glance over at her and forced himself not to gulp his food. Petite women didn't usually turn him on, but God love her, she did. She had this edgy style with platinum hair cut short in the back but long in the front. The wispy bangs nearly hung in her eyes, soft gray eyes lined with kohl, until she ran her slender fingers through it, pushing it to the side. When she turned her head, it fell forward. No matter how it lay, she looked sexy as hell. The pale blue sweater hugged her upper body, but not as tightly as those jeans hugged her trim little ass and crazy long legs. For a woman so small, she was put together really fine. And she wanted him. For tonight. She wasn't local and probably wouldn't be around here again. Even knowing it was better that way, he couldn't deny the twinge of disappointment. He had a feeling he was going to enjoy her. A lot. Suddenly, she asked, "You're not involved, are you?" "Romantically?" He took another massive bite. Freddy's had amazing sandwiches. "Romantically, sexually, whatever. I don't want to step on any toes." He swallowed. Uninvolved on all counts. But he thought to ask,